Hey, this is 6-Volt Von Doom's Lab. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a Sinden light gun to Hook of the Reaper. So once you download and unzip or extract Hook of the Reaper, it should look like this in its install directory. So you want to start the program, and once you start the program, it will start in the tray icon. So you need to open up the tray icon, then left click the Hook of the Reaper icon, and it will bring it up onto the desktop. And it will look like this. Then the first thing you want to do is click File and go to Add Light Gun. And this is the time I think people kind of freak out when they kind of look at this and go, oh my god, there's a lot of things. But really, there's not that much, especially with the Sinden light gun. It's really easy. So the first thing you do is you come to here, the default light gun combo box, and you select that, and you come down to Sinden. Then the first thing you'll notice that anything in red is the things you have to choose or fill in. So the first thing we'll put in a name. So we'll just do Sinden 1. Then the server port is 13,000, which is defaulted in the Sinden program. Then you have, come over here, you have player. So you have to put in player 1 or 2. Then next thing is the recoil voltage. So since I don't know what the recoil voltage on the Sinden, it's good just to set it so then Hook of the Reaper knows where the voltage is. So just like Sinden, you can set it between 0 and 10. I defaulted it to 8. So those kind of are the settings for the server. Then you come down here, the next things are recoil and reload option. So the best recoil for the Sinden is using the ammo value. So the ammo value is, you watch what happens. So Hook of the Reaper looks at the ammo value. When the ammo value goes down, by 1, it will do a recoil. Then you have the recoil signal, and that's when that toggles, it'll do a recoil. Then you have recoil rumble to solenoid. And this is kind of for a couple games that actually used a rumble motor to simulate recoil. But so I take that signal and convert it to a solenoid signal. So that's only about probably like 10 or 15 games that can use it. That's kind of more why it's on the lower priority. But you can see like other games, other light guns will have it 0, 1, 2, but Sinden will have it defaulted to 0, 1, 2. Then the reload options, you just have reload and disable. So when it does a reload, it'll kind of do like a very fast kind of clicking thing, that like putting bullets into the light gun. And if you don't like that, you can just disable it. So that's where you do that here. So once you get all this set, you're ready to add the light gun. So then you click add or add and close. So what will happen when you click add is you'll hear a noise and see this number go up by 1. So we'll do that now. So now the light gun is added. And then you can see now there's no more player 1 because we took player 1 now. So let's quickly do kind of player 2. Let's do that. And we'll just do that. Okay, so now you add a light gun in, and like I said, you can watch how to do the player assignments and assign them. But now it's like, well, what if you want to change some things after playing a couple games? Maybe you want to change the recoil voltage or the reload. Well, that's pretty easy. You just come to edit, then you go to edit light gun. Then you see up here you'll see the 2 light guns we have. So that's player 1, then that's player 2. Then down here you can change it, right? You can change that to 7, and you can disable it. Then you can go edit. So when you edit, you'll actually hear noise too when you edit. So we'll do that now. So there we edit. So now if we go back to this one, you'll see it's 8, player 1, and the reload is on. Then we go back to gun 1. Now it's disabled in 7, which is pretty cool. But another couple things I want to talk about is the port actually is connected to the player. So this is player 1. It won't show player 2. It just shows what you're on. But if you change the port to, let's say, to 1300, then you'll see player 1 and player 2 come up because there's nothing on 1300. But if you go back to 13,000, then you still won't see player 2. And the next thing is you actually can put different ports in. So if you have 2 of the Sinden Light Gun EXE programs running, and they're using 2 different TCP server ports, you might be able to do 4-player games. I don't know if that's possible or not, but I did put in Hook of the Reaper where it does support 2 TCP server output connections. So then you can have 4 light guns. So I did put that in. So I just want to make that sure people know that. But that's how you put in the Sinden light gun. Thanks. Bye.